Alright guys, this is a quick video on, this is my HDR 50 build. We got the side mount, and we got the 20 round magazine, extended magazine build. But today we're going to be showcasing, this is the critical situations. It's the max power chamber, the master cylinder. This is like a two-piece version. This is his Gen 1, the very first one he made back when he was experimenting with them. And you've seen in my videos, I've gotten a 35 joule increase with it. With this marker, but with a longer barrel setup. And we pushed 143 joules with it. And then my prior video before that was 35 joules less, was the most I could get without this. So, yeah, we're going to try it now. We got a very short setup here. Like, this is smaller than an HDB. Where's my HDBs? Yeah, here's one right here I got. So, yeah, there's the HDB right beside it. So as you can see, it's quite a bit shorter. But anyways, we know the HDB is short. It's nice. It's effective. It's small. It's easy to move around with. This is much easier. Holds 4 more rounds. Plus, you can load up your first 6 slugs, sharp slugs, pointed slugs, whatever you want. And then all round balls follow. You can also do slugs in this, but they have to be the same size, and they cannot be concaved in the back. Like, they cannot have that air pocket in the back of the slug. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It causes problems. Yeah, so we got 1100 psi tank. We're not quite full, just a little shy. I'm gonna fire a couple shots with it, and then I'm gonna take it out, and then I'm gonna fire a couple shots, and then see what we can get off it. But anyways, yeah, he's gonna be making a new one, so it's gonna come through here or here. I'm not sure how he's doing it yet, but it's gonna be a lot bigger. It's gonna be a different design, so I don't really know what he's got a plan for that, but we'll keep an eye out for that, because that's probably coming soon. But yeah, I just want to see what it's gonna do on this shorter setup. I took like 2 or 3 barrel lengths off since the last test that we got 35 joules, and I just want to see what the difference will be on this. Anyways, let me just set this up here. Okay, we're just looking downrange at that target down there. It's my barrel. It's got a Kevlar net, so there's no ricocheting. I'll catch it. Yeah, so I'm going to take like 3 shots and then 3 shots. So 332 or whatever. Let's start on 0. So delete the whole string. Okay, now we're on 0. Let me just come over. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it here, but this is how it looks. Very, very compact. Very short setup. Like I said, that's going to be a different style. It's probably going to be a lot more fatter and a lot shorter. The new one will be. Anyways, let's air this up and see what happens here. Alright, we are gassed. Now let's see what happens. $479. Wow. 420. Oh, we didn't get a reading on that one. Shit. Anyways, let me degas. Let me just degas this. Oh my god, this thing's an air hog. We were at about 2500. That shot 1000 psi. Wow. Just those shots. But let me just see. I'm gonna top this air tank off quickly. Okay. Let me just remove this now. So 470 something, that's got to be up in the 80 joules, 85 joules maybe. I don't know, man. That's actually close. That's like close to 80, 90 joules. And I think the most this gives is like 70 or 75 without it. I have other tests that confirm, but anyways, let me just put this. Now I took it out. So now I'm just putting this back in. This is the degasser plug from Mercury Rise torpedo revolver. Okay, so I got this back in. The tank's topped off. There, I just cycled the magazine, filling up those slots. So yeah, we got a bit of a fluctuation there. 470 being our highest. So I think it's my crony's gonna start acting up. I know, because I haven't changed the battery in a while, and it's pretty much due for a new change. But anyways, let's gas up here. We're gonna be shooting without the. There, we're gassed up. We took the adapter out, the master cylinder. Ooh, 475 again. 468. 474. 466. 475. Wow. 463. We got to be losing PSI now. We're right at 1100 PSI, so we're going to start going down. 475. 465. And 438. Do we have any more? We're empty. That's all shots fired. I don't know. We had about 10 shots in there maybe. Total. Okay, let me just turn this tank off. And let me just degas. Alright guys, I got some, I've been doing some testing with these off camera. And I got some very strange but interesting results. I've been holding my tongue on it, but now I'm going to actually speak on what I think. Let me just get you up to this marker here closer so you can show you what I'm talking about. So I noticed with all the markers I use, when I add, except for it worked on the compact, but when I put the air chamber extended down this way, I don't see much difference. But when I put the air chamber in there, I get crazy jumps. Like, I got the HD-50 up to 120 joules. And like, I think 94 or maybe 102 or something. I can't remember. All my videos would confirm, but that was a huge jump from what I was able to get without it. And then my HDR 50, this one, but I had it in going in the back, so it was a very long extension going straight down the line of the bolt in the barrel instead of down here and then curving. But I don't know. It seems to. Well, we got 143 joules plugged in that way to the HDR, to the same build. So, but with a lot longer barrel, of course. So yeah, like 475. But anyways, for some reason, the air chambers like to be in the very rear here, straight in line with that barrel. I'm not sure why, because in PCPs, they come down and around in like a U, so they start here and then they hook up and then go back out. But I don't know, man. These Umarex markers are kind of strange, because technically an air chamber, it shouldn't matter how big it is or where it's located, left or right with HPA. I mean, if it fills up and it releases like all at once. I mean, I think a short pin too helps with that. It'll probably allow a little bit more flow go through. It's not very noticeable in the low power markers, but in these high power ones, in the longer barrel setups, I think that pin has a lot to do with it too, a shorter pin. Because like one of my HDRs, one of my HDPs has a power kit in it, so one of them has a short pin. Like I have so many, and it's just, oh my god, I have so much data with these markers. It's hard to remember everything, but let me just check these numbers here. 475, I think was the highest. 438. So 479 was the highest we got, was with the master cylinder. But I should go back to how I did it in the back here, because I think that's going to make a huge difference. Anyways, 479. So, wow, guys, that's 85 freaking joules, man, with 2 sniper barrels. This little compact setup. Oh, see? I'm wondering where that extra pack is. When I took this out, there's no way I should be getting 85 joules. Like, the highest I've got, I think, was like 73 with 2 extensions and 1100 PSI. But also, take into account, I'm using that critical situations high flow HPA adapter. So that's what we're getting, an extra 10 joules from this. So you see what I mean? When everything's plugged in the back here, we seem to get more power. Every test I do, here, let me take this camera off for a second here. Every test that I seem to do, when I extend this tube, it really doesn't have much of an effect. Like, in order for that to have an effect, you would have to have like an open bolt. Instead of that little hole you got, the 9mm, you'd have to have like a 15mm, and then boosh. Like, now we're getting up to like Air Force Texan power and shit. But when you have bigger transfer ports, it'll allow for more airflow to pass through. That's the secret to PCP weapons. And then them high flow plenums you buy, the air plenums, you just stick them in front of the regulators, and then each shot, well, whatever the plenum is, that's how big each shot's going to be. So the bigger that plenum is, the more power goes into the PCP markers. But it should be the same concept for this. But I've shown in the past, when I stick them in the back here, you seem to get a kick. Like, I should only be getting 72 joules in this setup with the master cylinder out, but we're getting 85. And you know what that's from, that I just realized now? That's from this. This is a high flow. So the HPA plugs into here, comes down to about there, and then the rest of this, and then the chamber right there, that, just a small tube. This is a one piece. So all that's extra air volume right there. So that's giving us the extra 10. But when I plug that in the bottom, with that, we should be pushing over 100 joules. So, but I bet you if I put that master cylinder in with this, and then this on the back of the master cylinder, and then plugged in, I'll guarantee you it'll be a different story. Because when I put the master cylinder in there, You've already seen 143 joules. That was a 35 joule increase just from sticking it in there on this same gun, but with a couple longer barrels. And in that same setup without it, I think we only pushed like, I don't know, 115 or something like that. And then the rest of it came from the, I don't know off my head, guys. You'd have to look at my videos to confirm everything, but all the data is there. Trust me, these things do work. But clearly, they're not working down here, because I've tried it in my HDR 68, HDB. I've even tried it in the HDP compact, and I got like a 7 joule increase on the HDP 50 compact. I have a video of that. I'm not sure if I plugged it in here or there. Sorry, I'm not sure if I plugged it there or here on that gun. I suppose I could look quickly here. Hold on a second, just to confirm. There it is. 12 grams. The master. Oh yeah, look. It shows I have it in the pistol grip. So that's weird. I got like a 6-7 joule. That's only like a 13-14 joule gun. So I got like an extra 6 joules with it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It should say in the caption. Yep. I got around an extra 7 and 9 joules with it. With a 12 gram. In the back. Not a normal 8 gram that takes. Anyways, guys. Wow, we got a jump of, what was it? Approximately 10 to 12 joules from this. Because there's no way this should be pushing 2 barrels, 2 sniper barrels and 1100 PSI. That should be maximum 75. Like average, in between 70 and 75. There's no way. Anyways, that's where that's coming from, right there. But you would expect that. It's got high volume. So anyways, perfect. Learn something new every day, guys. Until my next one, you guys stay safe and have fun as always. This is great news. That little tiny device gives you a nice kick. Anyways, later, guys.